Dear students, today we move on to the last session on sheet metal forming. Here we are taking into consideration four special forming operations. They are Tailor welded blanks, deep drawing, ironing, and hydroforming. Let us see each one in detail. First, we will take Tailor welded blanks. See, in the sheet metal forming process, the blank is usually a one-piece sheet of constant thickness and cut from a large sheet. An important variation from this practice involves laser beam butt welding of two or more pieces of sheet metal with different shapes and thicknesses. This is very important as far as an automobile body is concerned, where the frame of the automobile is made of not with a single sheet, but it is like a box construction, and the forming is done after the welding of the outer and inner sheets together, and then the forming is done on the machine. So such kind of a forming process is called Tailor welded blank forming. So this is called Tailor welded because it is like stitching together two pieces. So it is similar to that kind of an operation. That is why it is called Tailor welded blanks. Two or more pieces are joined together like a tailor is doing, and then the forming is done after the welding. So that is why these kind of blanks are called Tailor welded blanks. The welded assembly is subsequently formed into a final shape, and this technique has become increasingly important, particularly to the automotive industry. And this has got many advantages, and these advantages are mainly because the blank is initially made with the required number of pieces, and the shaping or the forming is done after that. So the reduction in scrap is the first advantage. You think of forming these two blanks separately. Assume that a particular component is consisting of two parts, and the forming is done individually and then they are joined together after forming. This may lead to mismatch of the two pieces, and the angles may not match, and a lot of chances of lot of rejection may happen because of that. And that is why this kind of rejection of material is eliminated by putting together both the blanks together, and forming is done afterwards. So the first advantage is reduction in scrap, and second advantage is elimination of the need for subsequent spot welding operations, because you are already the blank is made of by welding, so that further welding is not required after the forming is over. And the third advantage is better dimensional uh, control, because the final dimension we are achieving after the weldment is made. The blank is made with the weldment, and that is why the dimensions will not be varying after the forming operation is over, and that is how we get increased productivity, because further operations are not there. So the process is fast compared to doing it separately and joining together. So the major advantages are reduction in scrap, elimination of the need for subsequent spot welding operations, better control of dimensions, and increased productivity. And some of the examples are shown in the coming. Here a car body is shown here. The first figure is a car door, which consists of an outer portion and also an inner portion, and both the outer and inner are welded together first by laser beam welding, and then subsequently the shape is given to the uh, welded blank. And also on the right side, the different framework of the automobile body is shown here: the top side and the front side. The front frame assembly is shown by a robot, and the entire shaping is done after the welding is each part shaping is done after the welding is completed. And this is another example where the automobile framework, each one is a uh, different pieces welded together, and the final shape is given after the weldment is over for each part, not the entire framework. Each framework is connected together so that the entire assembly is made, and each part you can see that it is more than two or three pieces put together, and the final shape is achieved on the framework. And this figure also indicates the different parts of the car body, and with each part is made out of two or more than two pieces welded together and finally shaped into the required form. Next operation is deep drawing. uh, Numerous sheet metal parts are cylindrical or box shaped, such as pots and pans, all types of containers for food and beverages, stainless steel kitchen sinks, canisters, and automotive fuel tanks. These are all made by a process called deep drawing, and such parts are usually made by process in which a punch forces a flat sheet metal blank into a die cavity. And this is one of the most important sheet metalworking processes because of its widespread use. And let us see how the various stages in deep drawing process. The first figure shows that the required blank is cut and is kept on the die, and the blank is held onto the die by a suitable blank holder, and punch is over the die. And in the second stage, the punch has come down and the blank is drawn into the die cavity. As it moves into the die cavity, the sheet is pulled inside, the blank is pulled inside, and in sections in figure C, the punch has moved further down, and D, it is almost 90% it is drawn into the die cavity, and in the figure E, the entire blank is drawn into the die cavity. And you can see that in figure D, the compression and thickening of the flange, because as the blank is coming inside, the circumference of the blank at the outer side is contracted so that the required shape is made, so more material is drawn inside the uh, cup or inside the die cavity, and because of that the thickness of the blank is not uniform throughout the height of the cup. This is because uh, the blank diameter is varying, and as the bigger diameter is coming into the die cavity, more material is there, so this material is compressed into the uh, outer wall, and this may cause more thickness or the variation of thickness from bottom to the top on the rim is one problem with regard to deep drawing process, and to some extent can be eliminated by providing suitable die holding force, not die holding, blank holding force onto the uh, blank, so that the force is so adjusted that as it moves inside the die cavity, there can be variation in the blank holder force, and thereby the wrinkling is another problem related to this deep drawing, because more material is coming in into the die cavity. This may cause some crinkling on the rim, which also can be adjusted by adjusting the blank holder force. In this figure A, the left side is the condition before the starting of the drawing operation, and the right side figure gives the last position after the complete drawing is over. So the blank is completely drawn inside and a cup is formed. The drawn cup shape is given on the right side, and above the die there is a special item called stripper ring, which helps the drawn cup to be taken without any problem from the punch. As the punch moves up, it is the stripper will help to keep the drawn cup falling down, and this process mainly depends upon the parameters like on the figure B, the punch diameter, blank diameter, the punch radius, die radius, thickness of the blank. These are all some of the major parameters. And in addition to that, the blank holder force is there, and the lubrication applied onto the blank are some of the factors which contribute to the smooth drawing process. The major variables in this process are properties of the sheet metal, ratio of the blank holder DO, then the punch diameter DP, clearance C between the punch and the die, punch radius RP, then die corner radius, blank holder force, friction and lubrication between all contacting interfaces. The movement of the blank into the die cavity induces compressive circumferential stresses in the flange, which tends to cause flange to wrinkle during drawing. So this is what I told. As the punch moves down, the larger diameter circumference is drawn into the die cavity, and which causes wrinkling, and this can be reduced or eliminated if the blank holder is pressed downward with a certain optimum force. So this is an important parameter in the case of a deep drawing process. Next is ironing. If the clearance between the punch and the die is sufficiently large, the drawn cup will have thicker walls at its rim than its base. So as I told you, as more material is pulled inside the die cavity, there is a variation in thickness on the rim of the cup. This can be made uniform by this special process called ironing process. The thickness of the wall can be controlled by ironing, a process in which the drawn cup is pushed through one or more ironing rings. On the die, you can just see the next figure. Here on the die, there are one or two ironing rings, which is less than the clearance between the die and the punch. And when the drawn cup is passed through this ironing ring, the thickness of the wall is made uniform throughout, and you can get a uniform thick wall drawn cup. So that is the advantage of having ironing along with the deep drawing. Next is hydroforming. This is a hydroforming process shown in this figure. Here a high pressure fluid is acting on the blank, and there is a rubber seal provided on the periphery of the blank, and a force of about 100 megapascals is acting from the top. And when the hydraulic force is acting initially, as shown in the figure, second figure, when the pressure acts on the blank, it takes the shape, or it pushes the blank onto the die surface, punch surface, and it takes a shape as shown in figure 2. And as the punch moves up against the hydraulic pressure, and the blank will take the same shape of the punch, but there is a difference between the normal deep drawing and hydroforming. Here the hydraulic force is always acting against the punch, so the blank is held to the punch with a uh, high compressive load, and this will help the a situation where there could have been some fracture because of the uh, drawing operation. So that can be eliminated by applying a compressive load against the punch movement, and it is always in contact because of the hydraulic pressure. The blank is always in contact with the punch, which gives a better drawing operation. And finally, the drawn cup can be taken out from, as shown in the fourth figure. And this procedure allows close control of the part during forming and prevents wrinkling or tearing. Deeper draws are obtained than in conventional deep drawing because the pressure around the rubber membrane forces the cup against the punch. As a result, the friction at the punch cup interface increases, which then reduces the longitudinal tensile stresses in the cup and thus delays the fracture. That is the advantage of having the hydroforming. Hydroforming and the normal deep drawing operations are almost of the similar kind, but these are the advantages, special advantages in hydroforming. So with this, we complete the sheet metal forming operations, and we will move on to the sixth module with the topics like weldability and different types of welding, which we will start in the next class. With this, we wind up this session. Thank you.